Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for Game 1. Back with that after this. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. About to get started here for Game 1. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one is gone. He sends it out of here, and they add on. It's 2-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Now batting, second baseman, Antonio King.
Foul ball there. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back. It's a bomb. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and the Padres take the lead. It's 4-2.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here's the second baseman, Antonio King. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That's back there. Going, gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-3. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Wow, he's putting on an absolute show in this one, and there's no better time than the postseason to go off at the plate like this. With a 3-homer game, always special, but pulling it off in October during the biggest games of the year, that's incredible.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Now here is Antonio King. Phillips back to work. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His 4th home run of the game, and they add a run. 8-4.
This is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Man at first, here's Mookie Betts. Ground ball, and this should do it. And they'll go the short way, and that is the ball game.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game one to set the tone.
And our final here today, 8-4 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go and getting to start, Reese Olson.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Hernandez pulls it down, and there are 2 down. And now it's Mookie Betts. Top of the 3rd, no score. And he grounds one to the right side. King tosses to first, and Betts is gone.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
1 out, base is empty. That one fouled off. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Warning track. Whoa! And you can touch them all, baseball man. That's his 5th homer of the series. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Did a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Runners at first and second with one gone.
The second baseman, Antonio King.
And that one hammered. And a foul ball. Two on, one out. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Coming home. The throw in. He's safe. And the lead is up to 5. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
First and second, one out. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here in Game 2 of the NLDS. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Betts tosses to first. That takes care of Cronenworth. So 2 down. Here's Jason Hayward. And that'll load the bases.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to is just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Next for the Padres, Evan Carter. 2 outs. Freeman. He steps on the bag. That ends the inning and stops things from getting. Antonio King, the next up for the Padres. He's already homered in this game. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. And they're all loaded up.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Next is the designated hitter, Jason Hayward. Grounded to third, could be 2. There's 1. He's out. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. Back here in San Diego, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Stepping in for San Diego, Antonio King. Kershaw back to work. That one is absolutely belted. See you later. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 10-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again. This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
Well, Singy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boone, this one wasn't close. Not a lot.
San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
Well, it's a lot to ask a team to come back from down 2-0, but it's been done before, and I know they're not lacking in confidence, even in this tough situation, but it all starts with getting off to a good start in this one.
And when you're the team that holds the 2-0 edge in a 5-game series, you want to end the series right now.
Absolutely. Avoid any drama or doubt and finish the job.
Festivities wrapping up. The crowd is electric, and we'll be back to get it going right after this. Just about to get started. And our pitcher in this game, Shohei Ohtani. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Swing and a ground ball. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He circles the bases. That's his 7th home run of the series. And they're on the board. It's 2-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
2 outs, base is empty.
Second baseman, Antonio King.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Hernandez ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Michael Conforto will climb in. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. The pitch. Ground ball could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the 7th now in Game 3. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres 2. One out, base is empty. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and we are starting over. It's 3-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boone. Aggressive, and it paid off. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Man at first with 1 gone. Now the number 2 hitter. Grounded to third, could be two. The throw to second. Over to first, safe.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
First and second, 2 outs. King digs in now. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. That one hooked foul. 0-1 down. It's through for a hit. Here comes Machado around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Soft contact in the air, and that's a base hit. Doesn't stop, heads for home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
With the tying run at the plate, here in Game 3 of the NLDS. That's to third. Fires to second for 1. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. On to the 9th now in Game 3. It's the Padres 5 and the Dodgers 3.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be happy to get there. Congratulations.